Can we also talk about the fact that someone broke into Nancy Pelosi's house and violently beat up her husband?
You're saying that homeless drug addict is a conservative?
Well, I mean, why do you think she was targeted?
Why do I think a crazy, literal crazy homeless person in San Francisco did something? I couldn't begin to tell you, but I know it's this. They weren't coming from the Republican Party.
Both sides have faced assassination attempts.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Dronetek here, and I am feeling extremely frustrated after another left-wing attack targeted at Jewish people. And of course, the media is doing their usual routine of not being able to determine a motive.
Man wielding a makeshift flamethrower and shouting, "Free Palestine," attacking members of a peaceful demonstration in Boulder. At least 8 people were injured.
45-year-old Mohammed Salvi Solomon, he's been identified further as an Egyptian national. About 100 miles south of where we are, where that suspect is believed to have lived, in hopes of gathering evidence to point to a potential cause here.
If only they would have left some sort of clue.
Oh, I'm sure they had a motive ready to go when they were originally reporting the attacker as a white guy.
Really?
It's in that environment that Scott Jennings sat down to discuss left-wing violence with left-wing media goon Tara Parmelli. She tries to both sides of the problem, but Scott Jennings doesn't let her get away with it.
My third piece of advice would be get rid of these violent tendencies, like this manifestation of anger and firebombing Tesla dealerships and
come on, January 6th. Okay, wait. Hold the phone. You cannot say it is just, like, you can't just say it's the left that is violent. We had an insurrection at the Capitol.
You had one bad day. And what is going on the left right now?
Hey,
Vandalism.
Scott,
Luigi
you called it an
Mangione,
insurrection perpetrated by the president.
Unbelievable. I mean, and the adherence to trying to keep these violent, illegal aliens in the country. The left has a problem with violence. It is in its heart right now.
I don't think it is only the left. I mean, you have literally seen people on both sides committing violence. I think that the problem is not the left. I think it is the extremes on both sides of the party. And that is what's happening. Like, they're the loudest voices, whether the leaders want them or not. And they're the ones who tend to be the most violent. I don't think that's fair to say it's only the left.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
Okay, but the big difference is that the radicals and the extremists on the left are given mainstream support and legitimacy by our institutions. Based on their own standards, both academia, the Democrats, and the media were all responsible for assigning multiple attacks on Donald Trump.
But why is it happening? Why do late night comedians go on TV and encourage or coddle or give lip service to this vandalism of what went on with Tesla dealerships and so on? Why are there so many prominent people?
People didn't get hurt.
I totally get why Luigi Mangione was murdered. Like, why? I don't understand.
Listen, I'm not for vandalism, but like,
it's more than that. They firebomb these things. Like it's obviously
it's dangerous, but it's happening on both sides.
What person on the right is committing violence today?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, when you're in power, you don't tend to be the ones that are doing that. But I think after they lost the election in 2020, there was a mob and a person died, and it was a riot at the Capitol. It was crazy.
It was a terrible day, and it should not have happened.
It was a horrible day,
and
it's not the only example.
Check my calendar, and it was 5.5 years ago.
Can we also talk about the fact that someone broke into Nancy Pelosi's house and violently beat up her husband?
You're saying that homeless drug addict is a conservative?
Well, I mean, why do you think she was targeted?
Why do I think a crazy, literal crazy homeless person in San Francisco did something? I couldn't begin to tell you, but I know it's this. They weren't coming from the Republican Party. People on both sides have faced assassination attempts. This is a thing that is not. It is not just, it's not just a singular party thing.
Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
And I don't buy that. Like, it's not a singular party thing. There are radicals on the left and there are radicals on the right. There is radicalism, and people choose what they want to believe, and they believe it so much that they want to hurt people. I mean, you see it all the time.
I think you are discounting the very obvious evidence that this radicalism on the left is more than radicalism. It's anti-Americanism. It's anti-Western civilization. I mean, just look at the coddling and the encouragement of what's going on these college campuses. I mean, this is not just about the political fight of the day. The fight is for the future of the country. The fight is for the future of the West. And the left right now, all these people who are trying to tear down America and tear down the West inhabit the left, and they largely inhabit the Democratic Party. Whether you like it or not, that's where those people's political home is right now. And until they get rid of it, they're going to have a real problem.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark.
She claims that Congress people are being targeted on both sides, but it is way worse in one direction. Yes, they have January 6th in Charlottesville, but they commemorate these things every single year, while completely memory-holing anything that has to do with Democrat or left-wing violence. What do you all think? Is left-wing violence more prevalent than right-wing violence, or vice versa? Let me know in the comments, and if you're still here, might as well hit that like button and subscribe. I do post on a regular basis, so make sure to keep checking back for more.